A fwit-a-dee-dee-dee, there's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before? Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road. Adventures waiting further down the road. Let's go!
Well, hello, adventurers. Yes, it's I, Paolo Garbanzo, your... I don't know. I'm just a guy, really. Today, we're just a guy. Hello, everyone.
You'll get there, buddy. I believe in you.
I know.
I super believe in you.
I'm just going to bring everyone. Hi, everyone. I'm here. And you know who else is here? Everyone else. Bam.
Hey!
Yeah, bam. That's
Bam,
right.
bam, bam.
Tonight we're hanging out and we're talking about
Things and stuff.
yeah. No, I just got thrown because just some guy from Tennessee just stumped me. I literally
No. Just some guy. Paolo is just a guy. You are just some guy. The article is completely different. Yeah. Trust me, I'm a professional Englishman.
He knows it. So we're just chatting here tonight. We are building a new game, new campaign. It is Bard Fight, the all Bard party. And this
London Fog's comment. I'm so sorry. Paolo who? This guy reminds me of someone who used to host this show.
Oh. It's true. Look, I was in hibernation and they put me in one of those like hyperbaric chambers, and then finally the door.
Why you don't look like you've aged. Yeah, exactly.
And then I was like, well, where am I?
Nothing to do with drinking the blood of anyone or
no hyperbaric chambers.
Hyperbaric. That's the new vampire.
Yes, the new vampire's hyperbaric chamber. Well, hi, everybody.
What fairs are paying you hyperbaric chamber money?
So normally the longest contract you ever see is a 3-year contract. However, I am in a 478-year contract.
Gotta get me one of those.
Okay. I just have to get in this hyperbaric chamber 5 days a week.
No, that's just science. That makes sense. Okay.
Boom. I live 2 days a week. I'm gonna just boom, and then 48 weeks, 48 days a year. Well, everybody else 365 like a chump, and I'm just boom, boom, boom.
So, like, what podcasts are you listening to while you're in there?
I don't know, but I think I can speak Mandarin now.
Nice. Nice. I love that.
Definitely not a sleeper agent for sure.
Right. Don't say any code words, because I will absolutely flip.
Marmalade.
How do we know what code words are? The code words.
We just keep shouting random words at me and we'll find out.
That's what I'm trying. That's exactly what I'm trying.
Rakatan. Use code word Rakatan at checkout.
I am a robot. Dang it. Ooh. It's so hard to hit that button when you're trying to find them. Manchurian. All right.
Manchurian. Nice.
Manchurian.
Oh, that would be
Feral
Milo, my cat. He would totally be the Manchurian candidate.
Candidate. Yes.
Yeah.
Whew. All right. So, first of all, welcome everyone who's actually watching the show tonight. Hi. I know it's been forever and ever and ever. I've been busy. I've been busy. Sorry.
Maybe I'm buzzing.
But let me see. I mean, so many people. Dave Percival, Blondie. Oh my gosh, Amy. Let me Sally. Just some guy, of course. Oh, Madam Monsa's watching the show from the other room. Victorian London Fog, Ellen, everybody, Kathy Evans,
and the Honorable Mayor, Reverend Tommy.
Oh, yes. There we go. Blondie, Zalani. Oh my gosh, you're all Reverend Tommy, you're all here. You're all my favorites.
Kind of a big
And you
deal.
were there, and you.
No, right? Yeah. So we've got a ton of things to talk about. First of all, I want to know what's happening to everybody because I've been in a hyperbaric chamber and I know nothing. So what's new? Take it away, Mab.
So I'm a business, like an official, legit business, and vending and what I'm spending all my time doing. I've brought the Crafty Carney all to several locations, pushing my Kumihimo lifestyle onto the Yarnies plus Carnies equals true love. Basically hoeing myself out for, like we all do. I don't want to ruin a surprise, but there's someone that has invited me to participate in a podcast to talk about cool things. And I don't say any more than that unless, that information organically comes out of someone
Do we have
else.
to say code word?
Is the code word Raccachino?
Oh, Raccachino. Yeah, Raccachino, which is really
word.
similar to Ractagino. Mab and I are doing a podcast. Yeah, it was supposed to come out last month, but I got busy.
I heard April 1st is definitely not a prank. Unless
that is now a prank. That is now a
prank. Oh, you got me.
I just record my conversations with Mab so that when I get dementia, then I'll remember who she is.
That's smart. In fact, that's half of what my TikTok channel is these days. Me recording conversations with myself.
Nice. I love that. No, it's going to be called Sci-Fi Natics, it's going to be great. It will get up, I'm hoping, by next Friday, but I'm looking for generically Wednesday release days. But yeah.
We have a few in the can, so
we have like 5 of them recorded.
What?
Yeah.
And
I was about to say, how did I not know this? But I have been in a hyperbaric chamber.
Yeah, dude. We'd invite you on, but
okay,
time is money in your case.
Meatloaf.
Wednesday is no good for me. I'm
in the chamber. Yeah. No.
Meatloaf's not the word. Sorry.
Was
it on? It's not even on Facebook.
No,
it
no,
hasn't
no.
been aired anywhere.
We've only been recording it.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So great.
I guess we're supposed to ask you what you've been doing with yourself now that you've asked us.
I was.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
More. No, go ahead.
There's got to be more.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
No, you hang up first.
Okay.
And he disappears. It goes like this.
Okay.
Right.
I don't have access. I don't have the God button. I can't do it.
I know. Only I control the vertical. I control the horizontal.
Yeah. So we're up to me.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Oh, cool. Writing a lot. Working on trying to get a lot of content out for social media so I can finally play that game properly. I was talking about it with Paolo earlier today. Recording podcasts with Mab and working on writing shows and getting bookings and everything. So yeah, just been we off-screen wife and I we've been trying to have a good time. We've gone from 2 cats to 4 cats now. So yeah, we now have 4 cats. We have Milo, the OG, our 16-year-old boy. We have Pippin, who just turned 3, but now we just adopted Ralphie and Molly, who are each going to be 15 this year.
Whoa.
So we have our tuxedo long hair. We have our Russian blue. Now we also have a black cat and a ginger cat. And our ginger cat is a girl.
It was very
Wow,
uncommon.
that's fair. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's right. Oh,
And,
that's right. Well,
If
I
you
was
could
in.
just tell your cats that I would like to hug them.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. 2 of them will take you up on that. And the others will just push on your face. I'm like, no.
They norm
I
you.
love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Well, while I was in a
Definitely.
hyperbaric chamber, Madame Ansa picked up a foster cat and then failed to release it into the wild, and just released it into our house. And it's Gigi, which is short for Gatina Gobelina, and it's a very cute little cat. She's like a little tall, little skinny cat, and she's a tortie as well. So she apparently latched onto Madame Ansa and yeah, and was like, "No, you're my human forever." And we were like, "I guess human forever."
That's how it
So-
works.
And then proceeded to torment the other 3 cats. And now they finally accepted her, which now she just runs around bonking everybody. She fills a very large part of the hole that was left by Tiddles, but she's not she's part of that Venn diagram, but not not nobody's perfect, but but now
Cats
we
won't
also,
even fit in a cat-shaped hole.
that's true. And of course, we just picked up 2 more foster kittens. They will not be staying,
Oh.
but yes, but the Gigi was our first and should hopefully only be our only foster fail because too many.
Hi,
cats.
this is Shakespeare from the future. I just want everybody to know, dear listener, that those kittens really did stay. Paolo and Ansa are complete and total foster fails, and they now have the Garbanzo home for kittens and hyperbaric chambers.
That's right.
You too can
So-
get your own hyperbaric kitten, a kitten guaranteed to live forever, so long as you only let them out 1 day a week.
Hmm.
Mhm. Mhm.
Hmm.
So in other news, so I, as many of you probably know, did not go to Sherwood this season. I was originally supposed to have toe surgery to fix my little bunion. But then right before I was coming back to Virginia at the end of my tour, we suddenly didn't have healthcare. So
What? How's that
And-
ever happen?
almost as if the American healthcare system is a giant failure. But I digress. So then after I'd already made plans to clear my schedule so that I could recover, because again, they were like, yeah, we just chop into it, we just do a little thing, sew you back up, you'll be good in 2 weeks. And I said, here's a video of what I do for a living. And, and they went, oh no, okay, 2 months. Yeah. I was like, yeah. So I was like, all right, well, 2 months recovery time. When can I do that? When do I have 2 months of not being on my feet? So I said, well, Sherwood's a great fair, but it is possibly my least economically good fair. Just it's a long way from home, so it takes a lot of money to be there, blah blah blah. And it's an early spring show, so it's just not the greatest money maker. It do make money, but not, so I was like, well, if I'm gonna miss a show, it's gonna be this show. And so then I'd planned to do, come back from Louisiana, get the toe done, blah blah blah. 2 months later, that'd be April or whatever. So I was like, all right, I'll be here. So that just exploded. But I'd already told Sherwood that I was, all right, I'm out, and blah blah blah. And they'd already gotten other people, and blah blah blah. So, yeah. So then I was like, well, I guess I'm home. So I ended up doing a bunch of other things. So do not cry for me, Argentina. I'm doing fine. But so one of the weird, wacky things I'm doing, one of the two weird, wacky things is performing in my own home state. Not just home state, own hometown. So,
there's a lot going on in Richmond right now.
I know, it's crazy town. It's a cool time. First off, April 11th, I'll be doing my Decide Your Endangerment show at the Richmond Fringe Festival. So the Decide Your Endangerment, this is the game show version of what we have done in the past as a big show, an improv D&D show. This is the game show version where we get people from the audience to decide their personal endangerment by jumping up on stage. I give them a scenario. They describe how best they're going to solve their problem. The judges either say yes or no, like either a good idea, a bad idea, or just a neutral idea. So they get bonuses to the giant comedically large D20 that they roll. They roll the die. If they succeed, they win. They go to the next round. They get loot. And if they lose, they are killed right away. So yeah. And yes. So we have there's a whole game show. It's a lot of fun. It's crazy town. And one show for the Richmond Renaissance. The Richmond Fringe Festival.
And so it's really just one show. Is it something that could be like run as a regular event, other than outside of the Fringe show?
Oh yeah. I did a couple of them. I've done it for parties where they're just the really quick one shot here. But wait, bam! That's right. Paolo Garbanzo wants you to decide your endangerment. Why? Because choose your own adventure is already a copywritten phrase and cannot be used. So we figured out the most awkward way to say choose your own adventure, which is decide your endangerment. So there you go. Fringe Festival, April 11th, 4 p.m. at the Toy Layer, which I just actually checked out today and was really cute. There, I've got some.
Where
Instagram.
is that?
That's it's on Broad Street, actually. So
the Toy Layer.
Toy Layer, yeah, check it out.
So, and is it a venue or is it like a?
It is a. So I'll tell you what it
shop?
is. It is a shop full of mostly vintage toys.
Yeah.
And then they have some gaming in the back that they do. So they have a big game room, and so they're gonna use that as their theater venue. Mm-hmm. So it's cool.
Broad Street used to be full of warehouses and tattoo shops.
I've been to the Toy Lair on my drive. Yes, this past fall, on my drive down to Florida to go to the Lady of the Lakes Renaissance Fair. I saw a billboard said Toy Lair, next exit, and I said, I've been driving for several hours. Why not? And so I picked up several fantastic toys.
Blackjack in the back, you say? Yes.
And hookers.
well, I don't know about that, but the card from Magic the Gathering, yes.
Yes.
Also, yes, it is a shop with 200 Godzillas. I can verify. And oh yes, speaking of Madame Anta, she has a show there too. Not at the same place, not at the same venue,
an
but
actual theater.
Yes. And
I got this there.
You bought that? Oh my gosh!
Yes.
There you go.
For $9. I got this Kelvin Verse USS Enterprise model / toy for a very inexpensive amount of money at the Toy Lair in Richmond, Virginia.
Well, I'm surprised that Quad Kevin is not here. He might be listening, but he is coming to the show. So,
I know, and we talked about, but I was gonna come down too, but I actually have a vending gig that very same weekend. That is Yuri's Night weekend. For those who are fans of Uri Geller, the first manned space flight. So here in the DC science community, the nerd community, it's a big party weekend. And so I double booked that day. So I'm just kind of running around. So I'm vending during the day. And then that night I'm doing a couple of uke tunes at a Yuri's night party.
Oh, that's awesome.
Because otherwise I would totally be down in Richmond partying with you guys and Kevin and
I know Kevin was like, I'm going to be in DC. Is there anything cool to do? I was like,
I told him I was like this, but he wanted to drive down to Richmond.
Yeah. I'm going to be doing the Smithville Ren Fair that weekend in New Jersey.
Sorry, just some guy's perspective. You're right.
Yuri was the first survivor.
Yeah. That's fair.
Yeah.
Yuri Geller spoonbender.
I'm sure he's bent a spoon or two, but that's
with
not
his bare hands.
Main. Yeah, exactly.
Did he stop it with his own with his own mind bullets?
Mind bullets. I am going to go back to the point that Matamonza also does have a show the next day, April 12th. It is the Furies show, which she did last year, which won the Fringe Favorite Award last year. She did it with Claire Dima and Crystal Younglove, sideshow performer. And it was a wonderful show that I did not get to see. But now, guess what? Now that I'm in Richmond for the Fringe weekend, I'm going to actually go see the show.
Do we have a poster for Madame Ansa's show that you could put up on screen?
No, I can find it. But you know what I do have? This guy.
Hey.
What?
I literally found out about this afternoon, so I'm like, I think I can make some time to come. Yeah, sure.
That's brilliant. It's so good to see your face, Daddy.
Hey,
Hi,
friends.
kids.
They're doing great. They turn 5 tomorrow.
Oh my gosh.
We're taking them to Dinosaur World.
Oh my gosh. April Fool's babies. Twins.
Literally, redhead identical twins born April. Kelly birthed the Weasleys. Just straight up.
So why didn't you name them Fred and George?
Because we'd already chosen their names. I mean, I figured their dad being named Arthur was a little too on the nose to begin with. So,
I suppose. It's like if you want to get technical.
I felt like it would be like putting a hat on a hat.
First off, welcome, Arthur Rowan, to the show. Surprise! He is one of our bards for Bard Fight. It's gonna be awesome. He's got a busy schedule, but he's gonna be in the show as much as he can, and we love him for it. So welcome.
Awesome.
Oh,
thank you. I'm very excited. It's been too long.
It's been way too long.
I don't even know how to wrap my brain around this, because I'm going to be a straight up tool and Omega child in this show this next season, and then I have some amazing, awesome alpha critters running around. Oh, jeez, I'm going to be humiliating myself. I'm not looking forward to this.
I kind of figured to a certain degree that's kind of the point of all of this is
right
to make sure that we never take ourselves too seriously.
Yeah.
Yep. Wow. Well, I don't even know where to go from there. Let's see. So we're talking about the show coming up in April, the Furies show, April 12th, and golly. Oh, right. All right. I'll finish my April spiel of me actually doing shows in Richmond, my hometown, 2 weekends in a row. April 11th is the Fringe Festival. April 18th and 19th, the very first inaugural debut of the Richmond Renaissance Fair. What?
Really?
That got my attention. Yeah. I saw that.
Ooh,
tell me about
don't say.
Well, it is a group that has that they've been in the art community of Richmond for quite some time. And they, you know, what can I say? Ren Fair's kind of all the rage nowadays, and so they've been planning this for about probably over 2 years. Like they've done a couple of like fundraising events that did pretty well. Had a couple thousand people show up to these fundraising events for the fair, just to get the momentum. And the momentum is got because they are literally already sold out.
I saw
Wow.
that.
The entire weekend.
Where's the venue?
That's incredible.
It Dory Park, which is north of Richmond by about 15 minutes. But you know, you're not going to find another venue in the city, so you know you're not. So so it's just a little north of Richmond proper, but it's not a state park. It's got like facilities and things like that.
That's
so
great. Bring Ren
so,
Fair
yeah,
back
and-
to Central Virginia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And 7,500 is their capacity, and they're sold out in both days.
Wow.
Phenomenal.
Yeah, so they're just like,
That is impressive.
if we had a bigger park, we would have more people, but we do not. So there we go. And yeah, so I get, and it's a long story about how I was like, you know, Ansa, because again, like my house is in Richmond. I am occasionally in Richmond. I'm in my hyperbaric chamber in Richmond, but do I work in Richmond? Almost never. So while some of the people in the art community who know me were like, hey guys, running this, who are wanting to put together this fair, you should probably hire this guy who's like literally lives here, and he's kind of sort of a big deal in the Ren Fair world a little bit, maybe. And they were
People
like,
know you.
Remember that
People
time
know
they
you.
did that article
It's-
about you in the
it's
newspaper?
kind of a big deal.
so
Big newspaper thing
know,
about
I did.
the
wait.
gesture of England.
So this year, just a few weeks ago, the Renaissance Fair Awards just came out, and I just have to say that the only reason that Jack did not win first place in solo variety stage non-music is that I bribed them to add him to his own category. Solo stage non-musical whipping performance.
That's like last year when I won solo non-musical variety comedy bard.
Exactly.
You put
So-
enough qualifiers on it. I'm number one.
I know.
Exactly. I won the category for best Shakespeare.
Exactly. So I was like, not to belittle the award, you know, because it's nice to win, obviously. But at the same time, I was like, you know, eventually it's just going to be a participation trophy. The only 9-fingered, left-handed. It's like, I think we're breaking these categories down a little too far, but
Yeah, we are
yeah, but I
slicing
did-
the meat very thin.
I did send Jack a little text when I looked at who won all the things, and I was like, aha, it paid off. All my bribery paid off. You're in your own category now, pal.
So
Tired
I'm
of
just
taking
curious.
second place for this bastard.
Who won the number one whip stage, best stage, non-musical whip? Ren
Yeah,
Fair.
he did.
The,
Okay, all right,
the
all right.
problem is he is a musical whip act.
I
So,
know,
like,
That's what I
No.
said. I was like, you know, next
I mean,
time. so then next year.
if you go by TikTok and YouTube, that's the entire act.
yeah.
Right. So next year it'll be solo stage variety
The fact that there's
musical
3 of them, like that comes to
whip.
mind immediately.
With painted mustaches. That has to be on
In
there.
tight pants.
And that way Adam Crack can win first place. So and then and because Bonk is also musical. He plays guitar in his show. I'm just
Yeah.
Oh, that
Oh yeah,
bastard, don't get
Girl
me
Big Show.
don't get me started on that bastard's musical talent. It's
no.
I'm just like, you do all this other stuff. Could you not be good at
Says
this?
the man who wrote a literal musical.
Yeah.
I wrote one song of the music. No, sorry, two songs of the musical so far. But the fact that like no legit sincerity. Like I remember during Pub Sing at Pennsylvania, the first time he came out and did the thing where he plays the bit where he plays an entire song, bouncing the thing on it, and everyone's like, "Oh my god, he's bouncing!" I'm like, "This is a really good song."
Yeah, it's tight. It's tight.
It's tight.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
Dang.
I know. And maybe one day he'll win first place.
Ouch.
The first year I won a Renaissance Festival award, I came in first in whatever our weird category was. And Renfest Awards, I love you if you're watching. Oh my god. I came in first with Bonk second, and he's like, "What do I gotta do?" And then it happened again the following year. He's like, "What do I have to do to beat you?" And I'm like, I don't know. I talk about it I talk about it to my fans. He's like, "I've got like all of these TikTok followers. I have all of these." I go, "But do you tell them?" And he goes, "No." And I'm like, "Yes,
The ones who
my
get the votes are the
500
ones
people won.
the
They
ones who
showed
get
up."
The votes are the ones who ask for the votes.
Yes,
Right.
Yeah.
yes. It's called pandering. It's called pandering, Bonk.
I just want to point out, I didn't even mention it at all, which it was a total. I was like, I don't really want to. I didn't really go through the trouble of mentioning it, and then the fact that I won, I was like, really surprised. So
There are people who do mention it on your behalf, though. So having a whole street team that goes around and says, "Vote for Paulo, vote for Paulo."
yeah, but I don't
And
tell
you
people to do
don't
that.
really get to say, "I didn't mention."
Oh,
it."
yeah.
Yeah.
I
don't
didn't
care.
tell them to do that. Yeah,
Yeah.
Paolo, you have deniability, just like
Look,
Thomas
No, it's
Jefferson.
fair. No, I
okay?
get it. Like you're too busy hyperbarricking or whatever.
I bribed them to make a new category for Jack. I didn't bribe anyone to vote for me.
No. It's called paying. It's different than a bribe.
Yes,
I
no.
bribed
You get to
them
write
not
it
to
off in
vote
your
for the other
taxes.
guy.
Yeah, exactly.
And that, my friends, is called a loophole.
A loophole. Loophole big enough to drive a starship through.
So I don't know if I missed the overview or anything like that.
Oh, no,
I was
no,
thrilled
no.
I was thrilled to get your message a couple of days ago, Paolo. But other than it's another Oops All Bards, I know nothing about the campaign.
Well,
Tell
thank
me.
you
might
for
be
this
for the best.
segue. We're gonna go right into. We're gonna talk about it. So here's the thing. I am writing a little book called Bard Fight, which has this year. It's gonna have 4 new Bard colleges, and
Nice.
basically, I just for many years I have felt that the Bards didn't really work with fantasy reality. Okay, I get it, it's a fantasy, but the reality of the barding didn't mesh with the game mechanics of the fantasy. So I wrote my own rules and got the permission of many performers from across the country to get their likenesses in illustration.
Oh, very cool. Very cool.
And we have Bard Fight coming
Look
out.
at that.
Yes, look at that.
And
Long
yes,
hair.
Doc is a half elf because that motherfucker
That makes sense. That
min-maxes
makes sense.
all
yeah.
the time.
I love
Anyway.
it.
So there's some other people you may recognize.
Oh my
Hmm.
Look at that.
Um,
It's so cute.
also,
Oh.
I know, and yeah. So anyway, got it. There's a whole bunch of artwork, and so there's some rules for like doing a performance. There's going to be some magic items. Some of you might remember Bujardo the Liar from the original Sharkbane escapades. He's a magical liar. The play on words here is that Bugiardo in Italian means liar, as in someone who lies, and he's a liar.
Nice.
Bouchard the Liar. And so there's some new bardic magic items. There's going to be some bardic bad guys to fight your bards. Steel Fox, notably, a few other people.
I'd be disappointed if there wasn't.
Right. And so I've got 4 new schools, colleges. We've got the juggler. We've got the acrobat, an actual acrobat, not whatever weird acrobat business they've got going on there. We have finesse, which is kind of your knife thrower, target shooter, whip, target whipper kind of person. And then we have misdirection, which was a kind of a interesting little thing to write about, because this is misdirection is your escape artist, your sideshow performer, walking on glass, lying on a bed of nails. But here's the thing: how do you make in a magic world something astounding that is, it's like, well, anybody can cast it.
How do you have a magic act when there's magic? Right.
So the trick is that many of the misdirections that a misdirection bard can do are actually non-magical abilities. It's making it look like there's magic there when there really isn't. So
it's not what you do, it's how you do it.
Well, exactly. There's that as well, because of course there's performance, which is a whole other aspect, which of course I don't have to mess with that. So what we have is we have 4 colleges, and we are going to have 4 players, because our 4th player is none other than Alex Stompley. And he's going to be coming and joining us soon. Nice. So really an all-star cast here. So I thank you all for being here. I can't believe it. It's going to be so good. So we are also, not only are we going to be playing, previewing these 4 colleges into this game, but we are also playing this particular game itself. Is this backwards or is it forward?
No, it says perilous pages.
Yes. Written by close personal friends of mine, Cameron from Barely Balanced. This is his Ren Fair adventure. So our players are going to go to the Ren Fair to try to get a job. And then magic breaks out and wackiness happens. And I've got it all right here. And look, someone makes so he's got many performers. If you can probably tell that some of them there. He's got Adam Crack, he's got Don Juan and Miguel, a lot of of course Barely Balance is in there. Let me see, Lynx, let me see, London Broil, he's got all sorts of, he's got the Vegetable Justice guys, Tortugas. He's got all sorts of people in here. And who's at the very beginning of this whole adventure? Who sets off?
Is it Jacques, the number
is
one?
Is it Pogo Gabobo?
It's Pavel Garbanzo.
Oh, I've heard of that guy.
Well, I told him if he used my name, I'd sue. So
yeah.
No, so I'm here at the beginning, and of course, I'm pretty sure that Cameron has had to listen to my show an exorbitant amount of times, and so Pennsylvania. I mean, we did Pennsylvania together for years and shared stages on and off for at least a decade, right? That's just Pennsylvania, and not to mention all the other shows that we've shared stages at. So he's got my entire opening. I was like, word for word. He because when you're sitting backstage, you're like, I can do this guy's show with my eyes closed. Like I can recite every word. And so hilarious. Anyway, so I'm here at the beginning of the book. I believe I'm instantaneously killed, I think. So
so you're saying, to quote your show, this is life imitating art, imitating life imitating art. And this show is definitely imitating art.
Shakespeare, who has shared the stage with me for darn near
About a decade.
God, I don't even use that line anymore. Oh,
Yeah.
It's a good one. Anyway,
It's a great
so, yeah.
line.
So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna start these bards off at first level, and they're gonna go to the Ren Fair, and then Magic World busts out. All hell breaks loose, and then when they get to third level, which will get you to third level pretty quick, you can then choose your college, and then you'll be able to choose which school you go to. So that's how it goes.
Do we know each other?
Oh yeah, you're all together.
Okay, so we already know each other going in.
Yeah. You decide to go to the Ren Fair together.
Hey guys, let's
so
go to the Ren Fair.
So we're looking for jobs at the Ren Fair. Are we looking for entertainment jobs, or are we just like, look, I'll take food and beverage right now. I need a paycheck.
I will
And
push
next thing we know,
everything.
suddenly we're bards.
I think the goal is the entertainment. Yeah.
I'm holding out for a non-paid position on the volunteer cast.
Oh, best part is you don't even have to hold out for that. They'll just give you one.
Really? They never do that. Do you know do you know the hoops you have to jump through to get an unpaid volunteer position in the cast? Oh my God, the auditions, the callbacks,
Well, I will say some shows do. I mean, some depends on the show, I guess, but we're not gonna.
Oh.
So yes. So we've got 6 weeks. Well, we'll see how far into May we go, but
that was my other question. How long do you think it'll run?
Shooting for my Tennessee is going to be really wacky because I got to pick up the kiddo from college because the end of their semester is the middle of May. So I hope I don't have to miss much of it. I know, right? I was like, when a kid get out of college middle of May? What in the world? Anyway, so
I did. Yeah.
Yeah.
When I went to Pitt, yeah.
I think yes.
I was June.
No, I was always home well before Memorial Day. Yeah.
I'm just gonna look at Mab because we went to college together. And I'm gonna go. Yeah. I remember June, but
I remember.
Paulo,
June.
look the other way. Paulo, look the other way.
Yeah.
Other way, Paulo.
June.
There you go.
June.
This way. Oh,
yeah.
My camera's mirrored, but the screen is.
And then we looted the streets because that June was the best time to loot the streets in Richmond.
We rioted.
Probably still is. You get the best.
I just remember pushing my friend in a shopping cart across a bridge. Anyway.
That sounds familiar.
Anyway. So that's going to be our adventure, my friends.
Cool.
So we have those 4 schools now.
Give me those schools again.
So it's going to be jugglers, acrobats, finesse, which is your trick shotty person, and then of course misdirection. And somebody, I believe, is already going to do misdirection.
So you want, since there are 4 colleges of bards and there's 4 of us, each of us take one. All right.
You got it. But of course, at the start, first level, you're just regular old bard. So you can just move towards the idea, the concept of what one you're going to take.
All right. So I have them all up on my iPad right now. So I'm going to X out of misdirection then. So I don't consider it any further.
And Arthur, I'll send you the link for the
sure. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I meant to look at that.
I'm fine with it.
It's in there. So yeah.
I have there's an idea percolating for the character.
I'm listening. Shut up, Paulo. Ignore him. I would like to hear this.
So I kind like there's part of me just thinking like when you made the joke about the the unpaid volunteer cast, I was like, oh, I want to be the one that everyone is. I want to be the guy who's like really rich but is into music and like told the director, he's like, you don't even need to pay me, like just give me a stage, I'll happily. And the director is just like, and the director's like, wow, an act that I don't need to pay, okay, sure.
And then the rest of us could be like, stop ruining it for us,
and completely clueless that why this would be a problem. And
Oh, real life Dan is getting so upset at fake Arthur.
I don't want to. He'll be like he'll be like Ahsoka Tano. He'll have an arc, but
Uh,
there you go.
I'm just to be on the show, man. I will do literally anything
Oh
to
my
get
God.
on stage, and I mean anything. I mean
Okay.
anything.
I think we just discovered my villain arc right there, though, because you'll be doing that. I'm like, all right, I'm going to go into trick shot just so I can kill you later. All right.
nice. Now I don't. Okay, so this reminds me, and this. Okay, obviously this is great. I've read most of this. I haven't gotten to the end, but it is fantastic. It's fun. It's a hoot. Cameron is a really great. He's a great writer of this sorts of like just wackiness. I had the pleasure of actually playing the D&D game with him in Georgia, and he's just so off the wall. It's a lot of fun. So the whole adventure is crazy and zany. But all of this reminds me of a certain board game from Cheap Ass Games called Huzzah. And it is triggering in the worst possible.
It was obviously made by somebody who had worked the circuit. There was no way.
And I'm pretty sure that it was the old King Richard's Fair, which is now the new Bristol Fair, Fair, which has been Bristol for whatever 35 years. That used to be the King Richard's Fair, and wackiness happened, and it's the lore of the history, y'all. I don't know if hitmen are going to come out to get me if I describe the history of this. It used to be the King Richard's Fair. The owners and all of the vendors were at odds so much that when the owners sold the land, but then leased it back to themselves from the owners of the land, and then they weren't owning the land anymore, the vendors secretly all got together and bought the land out from underneath them and told them to take a hike. And so then
that's amazing.
And so then they were like, wait, what? And then they had to start a new fair in Carver, Massachusetts, that became King Richard's Fair.
Wow.
And that is how REC started, Renaissance Entertainment Corporation. They all these merchants got together, bought the land, and then
they became REP over time. Yeah.
Yes.
Renaissance Entertainment Productions. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why Bristol is their crown jewel. Okay.
But it all because of spite.
Oh, spite manages.
So if you look at the Huzzah board, it is the old Bristol show. It is absolutely old. And it's and the entertainment director is King Dick.
Oh, I love this.
So yeah, and I will even pull one more string. Kitsy, the old entertainment director of King Richard's Fair. The card that has and I'm only using this word, the gypsy dancer leaping over a barrel. If you remember the card, there's a cartoon in the card game. Yeah. Kitsy has that picture of herself. That is a real picture that someone and then made a cartoon version of that for the Huzzah board game.
Wow.
So it's absolutely the old King Richard show.
Yeah. Wow.
I love this. Oh my gosh.
Oh wow.
So it's absolutely somebody who used to work there. It was like, a few people, I'm making a board game. Because
you get the sense that they were working with their therapist, and the therapist was like, have you tried a creative way of like this?
Right. Oh my God. It's such a I can't play that game sober. No way. No way.
It does sound like a fun thing that maybe we could do, after the run of this. So if you have a copy of it,
Yeah,
let me
and we
know.
all just
And actually, it would not be
absolutely-
that. It would not be that hard to even. Would not even be that hard to work up just like a quick like online token map thing.
exactly.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Cheap Ass Games had some great. I mean,
Yeah.
that was. I was
I love
so.
Cheap Ass Games.
I was in high school when Cheap Ass Games really became a thing. Like I just. I grew up overseas, so I didn't have much access to a lot of like hobby stuff. So I'd just gotten back into the country, and finally there was like an actual like gaming store near me, so I was there every weekend. And the Cheap Ass Games had great ones. I think the one they were most famous for was called Before I Kill You, Mr. Bond.
Yes.
Where everyone plays a Bond-esque villain, but the whole thing is like when you capture a spy, you can either kill him for regular points or taunt him for double points, and then taunt again. So basically, the longer your speech goes, the more chances the spy has to escape. But they got wonderfully creative. Like when you play a speech card, they actually had flavor text that they got very creative with.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I haven't seen that game forever, but
that's similar to both of these are similar to the BARD game. I'm not sure if you guys have ever played that.
No.
It's a Shakespeare-based board game called the BARD game, and you need to become the most successful and famous actor in all of London. And sometimes plague hits, and you have to go out on tour to rich mansions, or you are busking. And every time you busk, you pull up a speech card, and you have to deliver this Shakespearean speech.
Wow.
And
Nice.
to get the tokens for it, this is where it is 100% subjective. The other players in the game are judging you. And when you're playing with a whole bunch of actors from the Harrisburg Shakespeare Festival, and it's the night after, and it's you're 3 weeks into the show, and we're all drunk at the party, and the stage manager decides to become set. We say, you know what? None of this is fair. Let's make the stage manager the only judge of this. And she's being incredibly vindictive because all of us are in our 20s and thus, dickheads. It was a phenomenal thing to play.
Awesome.
And none of us ever had enough coins to buy a theater.
So I think Cheap Ass Games is based in Silver Spring, Maryland. So
Really?
I think so, because if it's who I think it is, they did a lot of conventions in our area, small press expo shows. So our paths have crossed multiple times. I think they live down the street from a friend of mine.
That's amazing.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they got huge, way huge from our old con days, if you remember Eve Con and that kind of thing.
So this one not as triggering. That's
are you sure?
Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna read this, make sure. But yeah,
hold my mead.
We will make it triggering for everybody. Here we go.
Yes. Yeah. Fortunately, I'm just at the beginning, and then I
mead,
disappear.
Sierra.
Yeah. So I'm not even like I'm at the very beginning, and then I disappear. I'm not even.
So Paolo, since we are all wannabe performers at a Renaissance fair,
yes,
do you want us to use as level 1 characters? Let's call it level 1 versions of Elizabethan grammar, syntax, and accents.
God.
I'm going to confuse every subject and an object, thee and thou, every time.
I will fluorify everything.
Just make it funny. That's all I'm asking. That.
We're not here to make it funny. We are here for the art.
Okay.
Right.
Well, on that note, no. And now you have the floor.
Here's an idea that is horrific, and you can shut me down at any point.
Okay.
Wow, you're gonna let me talk. Okay, this is great.
Yeah, okay.
The character concept is somebody's girlfriend who wants to get on stage with their performer partner. And so they give her the hold the thing act and look pretty.
You're the ring girl.
Oh, a card girl, yeah.
Card girl, excuse me, yeah.
Yeah.
You're the
I
tambourine.
like
girl.
it. I think you could even do that even if you weren't the girlfriend of any of the actual players, but you were just there with like an NPC.
Exactly.
And then
they write a whole show.
And plot twist, your off-screen boyfriend, played by Paolo, gets fired halfway through the show. Well, you get kept around.
Well, I love that because that really that gives reason for your level, like for your level oneness. Is that a phrase? Is that a thing? Because it's sort of like you've gotten some training, you know it, but
Exactly.
it's I think that
I love
very well.
this. That also hits incredibly close to home and is a little bit triggering.
I veteran.
I was that
performer of
girlfriend.
Many years.
I was there, Gandalf.
I was seeing the what was it? Ohio Fantasy Fair, something
Oh,
like
the
that.
fantasy.
Yeah,
Yes,
they were
the
like,
Ohio Fantasy
so
Medieval
she's
Fair.
dating the artistic director. Gotta give her a show. And she was level 1.
Mhm.
Was that the ones who were doing the knockoff Washer Well Went show? Or was
Yes.
that somebody else? Was that
Oh
them?
yeah. No, she was 100% dating the artistic director. Thought she was hot, or he thought she was hot and wanted to give her something to get her on stage.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh yes, Quad Kevin. Oh yes, you would not believe. So first of all, I just want to point out the Ohio Fantasy Medieval, or is it either Ohio Medieval Fantasy Fair? Does not exist anymore.
Does not exist.
They fell down a hill, crashed and burned. So we can speak truth to them without any repercussions. Yeah, the biggest fantasy about that show was that it was a show. Secondly,
we speak truth to dead power.
That's right. They're never going to hire me again, and by that I mean they don't actually exist as a corporation, so are impossible to hire, and they couldn't give me a 1099 if they wanted to. So yeah, but it was rough. But yeah, so the funny thing is that upon discovery, getting this information out of some people, the two people doing the knockoff Washer Well Wench show had never seen the Washer Well Wenches. They never even heard of them.
The thing is, I can actually see that because it's a trope that makes a lot of sense.
Sure.
Pennsylvania used to do it.
Yep.
But the guy had gone to whatever show nearby and was like, oh, yes, and made a knockoff version script.
Tried to write copy as much of their
then
script as possible.
Gave it to this person to then do.
Oh
no.
So imagine
cruel.
the level of disconnect from what is trying to happen here to what I've written to what is actually happening here. Whoa.
Like three degrees separated from the original source material with no connection to the... What did you do, Paula? Why are we Patriot supplement ads now?
That's funny.
Ads on Twitch. What did you do to the algorithm while we were... I was in hyperbaric chamber. Apparently only real patriots get hyperbaric chambers.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah, no, that's a bug out thing. Yep.
No, it totally is. That tracks.
Oh, Victorian London.
What are some other good starting level tropes?
Man, let's see. The funny thing is, for jugglers, this is a thing. It's that every juggler when they were 15 was like, where does a juggler go to work? And now I will say that I didn't actually know that Ren fairs existed until I was 26. And I didn't know. I was in college. No, I wasn't 26. I'm sorry. But I was in college. So yeah, what was it? I was 20. I was 20.
20,
Yeah.
21. Yeah.
And do you remember Lisa Burrows? She was the one who was like, well, you do comedy, you do juggling, and you're a D&D nerd. Why aren't you at the Ren Fair? And I was like, the what?
The what now?
She was like, oh my God, you're an idiot. Come with me to the Maryland Renaissance Fair. Oh my God. And so she took me to the Maryland Renaissance Fair, and I was like, oh.
Is that when we crossed paths when I was working there?
Well, eventually, because I knew we were at college together, but I didn't know you worked there. And then, so I've got a real noisy cat over here. I don't know if you can hear him, but come here, you. Come here.
That's
Why are you
funny.
being so noisy?
Yeah, I was working at the House of Musical Traditions, and Herr Garbanzo walks by.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I love that place.
Thank you.
That place is awesome.
Yes, it is.
Oh, God, it's been
it was a
forever
dream
since I've
job.
been back to Rebels Grove.
Oh, I've gotten to be there for a couple of years now for 4 weeks at a time. And oh my God, Arthur, it's so great.
Someday it's still I mean, that was so I grew up was born in Virginia. My dad was USAID, so we lived in Costa Rica and then Bolivia for a while. And during that time, so while I was overseas, I got into Dungeons and Dragons with like the 4 friends that I had, and somebody gave me the Dragonlance novels, and the next thing I knew, I'd read 30 Dragonlance novels. And but for like I was kind of the opposite of you, Paolo, in that I had like years of people of like hearing about this thing called the Ren Fair. But because we were only ever back in the States for home leave during the summer, I could never go because it was always in the fall. So the first year that I was back and I got to go to a Ren Fair for the first time, it was like, I have been waiting for this moment for like 10 years. My God. And it's a good thing it was Maryland, because it sure did not disappoint. I mean, to this day, that is still like the most gorgeous I'm in Sherwood freaking Forest grounds of any Ren Fair I've ever been part of.
No, it is the gold standard.
Yeah.
I was going to Maryland Ren Fair when I was in high school, so that was in the 80s. And when I started going to the Maryland Ren Fair, you know where the list field is, it was like a little bit closer, and anything, you know, on that lower end of like the jury rig stage and the Blackfriar stage, none of that boardwalk down there, none of that existed.
Right.
That boardwalk's amazing. I love
that boardwalk
so
is kind of nice.
Yeah.
I love busking down there. Oh my gosh.
So fun story. I'm actually thinking about like high school, college, there was a lot of acts that I saw that I eventually ended up, I remember seeing Christoph the Insulter there. Like I was sort of like I used like 4 of his insults in my D&D game with my friends like that. So every time it's always been weird, but also kind of exciting to actually go up and just say hi. Like the one person that I've never actually gotten I've done fairs that he has been at, but I fanboyed so hard over Brune that I still have not been able to actually get to actually get up the courage to just like, hi, I really, because I'm just like, I'm just gonna, my palms are gonna be sweaty and it's just gonna be a whole thing.
So I got to perform at the Florida Renaissance Festival for the first time ever this year. Did 3 weeks, and it was literally the culmination of 10 years of back and forth. Because
for Flarf, that sounds about right.
Yeah. And it was like, because Richard, when he was in charge of it, he he's like, hey, I'm really interested in you, because they reached out to me first. I didn't actually got to them. I was just starting to get some notoriety in the Run Fair world. But Richard reaches out to me. He's like, hey, I'm interested in bringing you in, but maybe next year. It's like, oh, okay, great. And then either budget or timing wasn't working out between them and me. So kept not happening. Either, again, between their budget or my availability.
Mm-hmm.
And it finally happened this year. And I was not on the stage with him, but I did meet Brune.
Oh, look at that.
And he comes up
That's
to
amazing.
me. He comes up to me on his last day of the fair and said, hey,
you
are you
son of a bitch?
And he says to me, are you Shakespeare? I said, yeah. And he goes, okay. He goes, hi, I'm Brune. I go, yeah, I know who you are.
Mm-hmm.
He goes, we've just been going around each other in circles. Like at fairs, like a lot of times the same shows, but like the opposite halves of a show, and like never get to perform. I knew, of course, who he was. And he goes, I finally saw your show today. I really liked it. I was like, oh my gosh. He goes, but it's nice to know who I'm always against in the freaking GD Renaissance Festival Awards. And I'm like, oh yeah, we are always like thrown against each other. He goes, yeah, like every other year, it's like you and me. And I'm like, who the hell is this guy? I'm like, oh, and I said, oh, it's wonderful to meet you. And then he goes, hey, can we selfie? And I'm like, yes. And so he's so tall.
Awesome.
And so he used his ridiculously long arms to take this selfie. And it was great, but he had to come down to my height in order to do it. So yeah.
Right. And then he was at Louisiana 2 years ago. And then
when I wasn't there.
Right. Right. And I was only there for part of it. So
yeah.
Crazy town. Yeah.
Arthur, are you still doing the Run Fair circuit, or are you just too big of a fan?
Sort of. It's the combination of both the boys and also being lucky enough to have a full-time job at Disney. It has been it's like, so I actually have to use vacation to go and so there was a while where I was like, for a while there with Two Bard Party, I would like fly up on a Friday, do a fair, like I did Bristol a few times, and then fly back on a Monday morning. And so I was able to do things with that. But it was interesting. I definitely, don't get me wrong. Life has been good. I'm very grateful for the place where I work. Like the cast of Finding Nemo the musical where I work is the most positive creative environment I've ever, like the green room is the most chill place in the world. Like it's the only place where it's the only place where I've ever worked at where somebody says we're more like a family, and that's not a red flag. Like it's so it's been great, but I miss my geeks. I was telling a friend and everything. It's like I feel like I've been trying to. I'm one of those, late diagnosis ADHD kids who spent his whole life trying to prove he could live in the mainstream world, and now is just sort of looking around and realizing, yes, I proved that I could do it. I don't want to live in normal town, though. I want to go back to Weird Mountain where my friends are. But
Uncanny Valley.
Yeah, right. So. Lord willing, there'll be some opportunities in the future for that sort of thing. But yeah, I still do Pennsylvania. So I keep my I keep my toe in. I do Pennsylvania.
Is it Two Bard Party at Pennsylvania, or is it just
Two Bard? So for the past 3 years at Pennsylvania, past 2 years at Pennsylvania, and this year coming up, I pitched for Time Travelers Weekend. I pitched Star Shanties to them, and for Time Travelers, like it was a one time, like it works out great. Because one of the people on the cast for Star Shanties, she grew up in Pennsylvania. She has pictures of her in high school with Kelly as Queen. She works with me at Nemo, and so I was able to be able to go up to her and just say, "Hey, the Globe stage that is a key part of your childhood and all that? And she's like, yes. I'm like, would you like to perform on it? So
That's
so that
awesome.
yeah, that was really awesome to be able to give her that.
How is your wife doing?
She's doing well, thanks. She is the vocal captain for Voices of Liberty right now, which is a small, one of the preeminent small choral groups in the country, and it is the perfect fit for her. She's because it's funny, her musical ear is impeccable, but she's also kind of the face of the group. She's the one talking to the crowd after the show is done. They usually have 3 to 4 minutes of meet and greet, which, as you can imagine, Kelly is terrible at. She says there was a day in rehearsal that somebody came up to her and just said, so you should know at some of these meet and greets, some of the fans can be kind of intense. And she said it was her only like, oh, my sweet summer children moment. But yeah, so she's doing great. She's as expected, an incredible mother. And
I finally got the chance to see her perform in Voices of Liberty this past fall. And that was spectacular.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I think the last time I saw her was New Jersey. Like, I can't even remember how many years ago.
Oh yeah, that was the year when the Queen, and that was the year that Jacques was at
probably
New Jersey. Yeah,
and
back when he still did the French accent.
Yeah.
Yes, I just remember I had my guitar, one of the few times I actually had my guitar out, and I played AC/DC Back in Black, the opening part of that, and I was just walking behind her, and she was like, "Yeah." I was like, I like this for my entrance music all the time now. I was like, you got it. Like, sweet, I got the gig. I got the gig from Her Majesty. It was awesome. But okay. Side note. So you're talking about fans and how they're a little wacky sometimes. So, so a couple months ago, I did the closing party of the 20-sided tavern, Dungeons and Dragons 20-sided tavern. Their closing party was
fun.
They did a big event, blah blah blah. Jack was there, Alex was there, and so Jack, the people aside from Alex, the people in the show, the Dungeons and Dragons show, they've never seen Jacques in his like natural habitat of crazy fans. And they get the fans that come after the show and get a picture and whatever at the 20-sided tavern. But I got him to do like we did like a 5-minute routine together at the closing party, and oh man, so like they were off the chain. The fans were rabid. They were absolutely bonkers, and everyone who was from the D&D show, and they were like, oh, this is what you mean.
Yeah.
They were they'd all been drinking there, and they're like 5 feet away from him because we're just basically doing this whipping show on the dance floor, so everyone is packed in. It's crazy tight, and they're just like, I mean, I didn't hear too many people demand that he take off his clothes, but I didn't not hear people but you could see all of his performer buddies going, is that what you've been talking about this whole time?
Yeah. Oh, is that where the sexual assault and harassment's coming from?
Is that
where the groping is involved?
Quad Kevin was there. And
in all seriousness, I feel like that is the shadow side of Ren Fair fans being just the best fans of like any genre or industry. But I was on so for those of you watching, like my knowledge and influence on the Ren Fair world is not so much wide as it is deep. I'm very known in Pennsylvania. Hard stop. And the after I left PA, I was lucky enough to do the national tour of Spamalot. And talking with the cat, like there was, I don't think at the time there was no one else in the cast who even played D&D. Like certainly none of them had ever like really worked a Ren Fair. But
I know. I'm like, how can you be that nerd? And oh wait,
well, so yeah, well the thing, like it's, I mean, the tour came out of New York City. There were a lot of people who just like they just go to every audition. It wasn't because
exactly.
it was Monty
They just
Python,
wanted
because it was Tuesday, and but you know, I've always tried to be very, you know, open and honest about my. I always say with people with the Ren Fair, they're like, "What's it like?" It's like everything you've heard about it is true. Everything, the bad, the good, and the bad. But to me, it is also very much, you know, a legitimate part of the art canon. And I remember talking to a couple cast members, and you could get the sense that they were sort of like, okay, sure thing, whatever. We played Hershey, Pennsylvania one night. Now, even though Arthur gets the final bow, because the lady just has the most dazzling role. You know, she usually, so basically the Lady of the Lake comes out, gets a huge cheer, and then Arthur, whose job it is to just basically be the straight man the entire show, gets the, oh, hey, you were good too. Which
I know
is
that
fine.
feeling.
But except for Hershey, where a lot of fans from the fair had come to see the show, and the cheer that broke out of like 1/4 of the audience. There was this genuine moment of like, you know, I took a look around at the cat. The cast was like, just why, and I was like, that's why.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, cheer. Oh, hello, Ick the Troll.
Yeah.
See the comments there.
And Bruce Cannon watching on the Facebook.
Well, I love Ick the Troll, so yeah, I will remember Ick the Troll forever and ever and ever. I remember
that time he did that thing. It was awesome.
I was about to say when he rickrolled the Queen at Louisiana. It was beautiful. He did not ever let her down.
Oh.
He did not give her up. It was quite amazing.
Oh,
It rolled, yes. Yes.
Yeah.
It rolled. Oh, that's
That's excellent.
Yeah.
y'all.
Yup.
So, Paolo, question
Yes.
for you on terms
Yes.
of
Oh yeah.
racial alignments and everything for this. Gnomes, elves, minotaurs, all
Whatever
of
you
it,
want.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because basically
What-
you'll show up at the Ren Fair and then magic.
Okay. So are we showing up to the Ren Fair as people, as human people, and then we become these species, or are we showing up as our various characters already, and we're having a Renaissance fair in Magecroft?
Ooh. Golly. I think, you know what? I think it's better. It's almost like the opening cartoon of Dungeons and Dragons cartoon where you get sucked into the, you know, hey, look, a Dungeons and Dragons ride. And then and then boom, you know, you're like,
Did I
you're
put
like,
googly eyes on my dice tower? Yes.
I love that dice tower.
Fun fact: the DVD set for that show comes with character sheets for each of the characters.
Wow.
I was there.
Oh, that's
Gandalf.
amazing.
I can't remember how old I was, but I was the perfect age to watch that.
It really,
I was like-
seriously.
I was like, how is this possible?
And the homage in the recent D&D movie where you saw the characters, the D&D characters.
Yes.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right.
Maze. I was like, well done.
Well
Well
done. That movie that they nailed fan service perfectly.
Yes, they did. The Madamonsa would like to mention of the ambassador. So, all right, side note, because I only got down like 2 things on my list of the things I should probably mention while we're all chatting here. So I was just recently, I escaped from my hyperbaric chamber, ran off to England to do a tour with Byron Ballard, who is a famous witchy Appalachian folk heroine. And so I took her to Muncaster Castle because I was like, hey, if you want to do a tour in the wilds of England, this is it. It's really, it was great because she has all this Reaver history. And we go right through the Badlands of the lowlands of Scotland to the upper Midlands of England. Anyway, so we're at Muncaster Castle, the castle that I'm a jester of, blah, blah, blah. And we're so like Byron's running her tour, teaching her classes. So Ansa and I kind of just hanging out with the fam at the castle. And by the end of it all, they were like, you know what, Madam Ansa, you are the new American ambassador for Muncaster Castle. And I was like, no takes backs. so the official channels, she is her high ambassadorship ish of Muncaster. So American ambassador. She's really the awesome town ambassador.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The ambassador from Awesome Town to Muncaster Castle, or
Yes.
the ambassador from Muncaster to Awesome Town.
Well,
So does she speak for Muncaster there at
no,
Awesome
she
Town?
speaks for Awesome Town.
Okay.
She's from
Muncaster,
Awesome Town to.
Yes.
All right.
She's our ambassador to Muncaster.
I like that. I'll
All right.
That's good. Yes.
Well, it's good to know you guys have
pretty
healthy
awesome.
diplomatic relations. Then,
and
Yes,
we do
yeah.
actually.
is your primary export cats?
Yes. Yes.
Just thought I would ask.
And made up titles. So
And made up.
Okay.
Ooh.
primary export. Because I got the notary public thing, so we can notarize.
Oh, nice.
And just
Hmm.
like just sending them out.
It's got to be legal. It's got a seal.
Got a notary thing on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's okay. I'm writing that down. That's a great magic item.
Oh, a notary?
The official notary. Yeah.
I would like to be a notary, please.
So, but also it puts into a whole new concept of, for those of you who know history, which is everybody on this show, but anybody watching, there was the job of holder of the Great Seal of England. That was an actual position. And during the Glorious Revolution, King James II threw the Great Seal into the Thames. He's like, no one's allowed to have it.
Did they
But
recover it?
Wow.
I don't know. I don't know actually. But it just makes me think, because like you would have it and like put wax on it and like, oh, here it is. Here's the king's official seal. But what if it was just this thing that like some dude just keeps in their pocket or in a little box? Like, oh no, oh yep. There you go, Your Majesty. Here you go. And
Yeah.
See, it's got the perforations on the paper and everything. See, it's real.
see, it's great, Your Majesty.
I love it.
I absolutely want to do this,
Yeah, it can't have been too hard to
and I will
counterfeit.
make one. I will absolutely make one.
Awesome.
I'm gonna make one.
Oh, at the Sparta, New Jersey Renaissance Festival. We're gonna make that work for King James. All right, there we go.
This is
Now I want to make a seal, get a seal made for this. I'm going to spend my own money to get a seal made, go up to His Majesty the King with a notary thing. I'm like, Your Majesty, I would like to be the keeper of the official seal. Yes, go ahead, Shakespeare. Very good, thank you.
the seal that I made that I'm calling official.
Yes.
That's how it's done, yo.
You
What if
know
I-
what? It's not illegal, and there's no conflict of interest if the king himself says it's fine.
I've got a lot of writs that I've written that nobody said were forgeries. So yeah, it's really
It is.
that easy.
Now I just want to hire somebody to walk behind me and hold up my professional wrestling like championship belt that that I've made up. Just
Yeah.
the Mid-North Atlantic freestyle wrestling champion
That can be
battler.
that can be oh shoot. Leslie. That could be Leslie's job.
Yes.
That could be Leslie's job.
There you go. Verona, yeah, there you go.
Verona's job. Thank you. Follow-up question on the racial thing.
Yes.
What are your thoughts on a half gnome character?
Half gnome, half.
Oh, I'm in.
Half gnome, half minotaur. So they are a mini-tar.
Maybe a mini-tar?
Oh my
No,
god.
they're not a mini-tar. They're a mini-tar because my thoughts are if minotaurs are roughly 8-9 feet tall,
Sometimes,
generically,
yeah.
and gnomes are 2 feet tall,
Mm-hmm.
that the offspring of a minotaur and a gnome might just be like, a dude.
It just kind of evens out.
Just kind of evens out. Be like,
Just a little
you
more
have any
bovine. but-
horns?
It just got
yeah,
little
like
bumps.
so, like little horns, nice goatee. It's just like, hey,
And a nose ring.
and a nose
Hey.
ring, but that's just for show.
That's just for I got them myself.
Yeah,
I'm all for it.
I mean, it's not a genetic thing. You don't get genetically
Nose
inherit
ring.
your nose ring gene.
Sorry, so it has been. I'm looking at the comments right now, and I'm realizing I guess I should reactivate my 8-year-old Twitch account. But so I could post. But you guys talking about professional wrestling? At Pennsylvania a couple years ago, they started English World Wrestling.
oh, Barb was telling me
and
about that. Yeah,
It took the hell off. Like I was just back for a couple weekends this past year, and people are showing up. Like they started writing different scripts every weekend. So that you would follow a storyline over, and because you could just tell all the writers were having so much fun. There was one year where they did it where the concept is it's always that like the people in the town as part of the festival get to don these personas. But I think one of the personas was like all of the great, like one year the theme was all the great English heroes, and they had somebody basically embodying Queen Elizabeth, and her wrestling name was Gloriana Justice, which to me is just hands
That's a
down.
really good wrestler name.
It's a good thing.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So it
was like everything
idea.
about wrestling being fake, but also being real in that regard.
Regard. Yeah. But I think this last year they started to add it, like they have like a little band playing entrance music, and
Nice.
That's amazing.
It is
this.
so to anyone who would think that, I think that would work, it definitively does.
Okay.
So at Scarborough, my second year as the entertainment director there, I was pitched the idea of the human chess match being done as professional wrestling, of just with all of the amping up and elevating everything, and there's the grudge matches, and I'm watching a rehearsal one day, I'm liking it, I'm like, oh, this is fantastic. I said, oh, at some point somebody needs to give him the chair, and it's like, oh my god, yes, can we? And it's like, oh yeah, we can get a breakaway chair for this, of course. And so our production manager went a little too far and had a breakaway throne.
That's
So
too far. That is 100% the right direction.
kicked, like literally, the bad guy woman, she runs up on stage, kicks the king out of the throne. He's like, what? Grabs the throne, picks it up, like she's dragging it off stage, like first just dragging it off stage. Everybody's like, what? And the announcer's like, oh no, this is highly unorthodox. Oh no, what is the Lady Oxford going to do? But then she lifts this big oak looking throne above her head, goes,
Beautiful.
and brings it smashing down on a poor little Scottish character, and it was amazing.
I love it.
And unfortunately,
great.
it did not last the season.
Oh,
It only got about halfway through the season before it broke for real, and we
that's
weren't
pretty
able
good
to repair it.
yeah.
Yeah, but oh my god, it was
Halcyon days.
such a ridiculously beautifully stupid bit that I was like, oh, we'll have like one of the cute little like wooden, like one of the very nice expensive lounge chairs that you can put together yourself, like a camp chair. Like, oh, we'll have that. And our production designer was like, no, I got this.
No. Look, if it's worth doing, it's worth being extra.
Yeah, and Karen was like,
That's my
oh,
philosophy.
and I was like, hey, Fran, this broke. Can we get another one? And she's like, no.
Yeah, she's like, I only had the mana for one of those.
Yeah, she's like, I'm so happy I did that, but no.
Yep.
Okay, hear me out, you guys. You made me think of this. Okay, couple things. Half gnome, half goblin. It's a noblin.
I'll accept.
Yes.
Related to Kazu
Of
and
course.
Wedgie.
Oh man, get them both.
Yeah, I'm having a hard time trying to decide between gnome and goblin. I think that's where I'm gonna go with this.
So it's not a knob goblin, is that it?
It's a noblin. When a
Knobgoblin.
gnome
Oh
and a
no,
goblin
not a
love each other very
knobgoblin.
much.
A Noblin.
Noblin is great.
I am a noblin.
Goblin.
All right. Paulo, could my mini-tar can my mini-tar be a descendant of Lady Thekla?
I mean,
thought
it
all
would be pretty far
minotaurs were descended from Lady Thekla.
Well, I'm just gonna claim it. I'm just like, I'm descended from Lady Thekla.
Barnabas is Louis' character is a descendant.
Can I be
So,
descendant of Barnabas?
Yeah.
Can Barnabas be
sure.
my dad?
How about oh gosh, where are we in this timeline?
Well, wait
Yes.
a minute.
Yeah, I'm so
Barnabas knows Kazu.
Womp womp wow.
You, my mom.
Uh
No. 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 No, no, no. No, no.
that's no with a G, by the way.
No.
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 Oh, I want a t-shirt. I want a t-shirt that now says something like GNOPE, kind of like how you see in Louisiana, like Go Tigers, but it's always GEAUX. I want
Alright.
I want a nope, but a gnome version.
No pin.
I like it. Mhm.
Love it. Oh man.
Oh,
Quick question. Are we doing what system are we using?
Oh, 5e. Yeah.
5e?
5e?
Yeah.
Okay.
5e. Okay.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
so I wanted to mention this a long time ago. We got way off the subjects and all these things. So long ago, before the Ren Fair craze, which I would say the Ren Fair craze of this current Ren Fair craze. So probably about 20 years ago, every jugglers who didn't work in the Ren Fair looked down on Ren Fair jugglers. And the reason is because almost every juggler has worked at a Ren Fair. But most of them worked at the Ren Fair when they were 17. And A, they were horrible. And B, they didn't know they were horrible. And so they had a horrible experience at the Ren Fair and then never went back. And then assumed that I am still having that horrible time.
Horrible experience, and are somehow still choosing to
And never
endure that.
leveled up.
Right.
And never,
And
that's
like,
the other thing. Yeah.
they're like, so you got paid a food ticket, one food ticket, and you didn't make any tips.
Mm.
Yeah, buddy. That's what I do. I get paid one food ticket and I hardly make any tips. And that's why I bought everyone a drink in New York City in the bar that we're hanging out in. That's
Did
why.
they give you guff in New
Yeah.
York City about being a juggler in a
Oh,
Ren Fair?
man. Believe it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. They were like,
Recently.
That's when you just tell everybody that you work in
Well, like,
IT. They'll
I
believe
said
that.
like 20 years ago. I mean, before Ren Fairs turned in,
Oh, yeah.
you know.
It's fascinating. It really feels like maybe it was since COVID. Because COVID was a huge push for both Ren Fairs and D&D. Like I can only imagine that like 3 weeks into the pandemic, all the people at Roll20 like sat down and were like, okay, guys, two things. First, we are about to make so much money, but none of us are sleeping for the next 2 months while we scale at a faster rate than we ever imagined. Right, have to. But when I first graduated college and was just doing like legitimate theater, I kind of got bored with it because there were no geeks there. And which
Did you say legitimate
like, it's
theater
acting-
versus illegitimate theater?
You were
Okay,
looking away, so you didn't see the little things. But
sorry.
the thingies, there were the thingies. But at the time, like
Air
there was very
bunnies
little
make everything
overlap.
fine.
Yeah. Until I found my way into the stage combat community, and that's where the overlap began. But now, like, it is just the most wonderful thing. Like, I'm sitting in the green room, and there are men and women who are like right out of college, 22, 23, all of them talking about, like, there's this adorable, cute little, like one of the dancers is sort of talking about what her barbarian did the night before.
Nice.
And there was one time though that like I asked some question of it wasn't at Nemo, it was another place I was working, and I asked some question of the group, and somehow I think one of them interpreted it as, oh, he doesn't know D&D, and began explaining it to me. And I think that is the only time that is the only time I've actually dropped the "do not quote the old laws to me," which
I was there when the deep magic was written.
Oh man,
I was there when elf
I
dwarf was a class.
Yeah.
Not only classes.
I was it's part of one of my intro things is my show. I'm just like, I'm a bard, I'm a second edition bard, so I'm useless.
Oh.
Oh,
First edition bards, you had to be almost 10th level to be a bard.
Yeah, like
The
bard was a
being a
prestige
first-
class. Yeah.
You had to be almost 10th level. You had to have like 5 levels in rogue and 5 levels in, and like you could have 5 fighter or something like that, and then you become a first level bard.
I was playing with a 1 weekend only campaign at this little mini Renaissance fair in the Hudson Valley many years ago, and we were doing what was it? It was 3.5 rules, and which was, I thought, awesome. 3.5 was amazing, but
It's a very good sweet spot.
it was great.
3.5 back in the day.
Yeah, I loved it. That was my introduction to D&D was second edition, and I did not like it. But then I started playing 3.5, and I really liked it. And the DM though had the thing of you could not. I mean, you could be a bard, but you couldn't be very good until you were like 10th, 11th level, and it was wild. But he changed it so that he goes, once you reached like 10th level bard, you were no longer a bard. Now you were a skald, and he would give you the homebrew feat of flighting.
What is flighting?
Scandinavian rap battles.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and it was fantastic and so much fun. And I was playing the dumb barbarian, and I was just like, oh, this is amazing.
Nice.
Okay, you guys. What I'm looking down at right now, which is why I'm not watching you, is I've managed to make my character concept.
Nice.
Amazing.
Oh,
Super cute, like doubling down on cutesy, like girly, cutesy geek. And if you know what I mean by geek. So in the sideshow, the geek is the absolute bottom rung of a performer in the sideshow world. They are the ones that will do anything. They will do anything just to be on the show. And they became known in modern nomenclature as the person who bites the head off of chickens. Well, that is a unskilled thing that anybody can do. And thus it is a geek role. Now, a person who eats things is known as a glommer. So the chicken bite head thing is also a glommer. So that's the next step up from the geek. But the geek, bottom rung, that's the character. But she's going to be like the cheeks and the cute, very feminine, everything very feminine. Noblin. Not realizing how awkward and dorky she is. This is the concept that you guys just helped me come up with.
I love you guys.
All right.
I kind of like this. So Mab, you've got the misdirection.
Yeah.
Shakespeare, which one were you thinking?
I was about to ask you the same thing. So we have College of Jugglers, College of Finesse, and College of Acrobats left. So
I do kind of like what Paolo was just saying about the when you start juggling at a Ren Fair, you're not good, but you don't know it.
Yeah.
That kind of would lend into sort of the clueless
rich kid.
Yeah, clueless rich kid. Oh God, no, maybe his name's Richard. It's Clueless Rich.
Richard Rich. Oh no.
So BLF just quoted Geek Love.
When the Noblin was the geek, oh my dreamlets, she made the nipping off of noggin such a cutesy mystery that the hens themselves would yearn toward her, waltz around her hypnotized with longing. Part your lips for us, sweet Mab. They'd cluck, show us your fangies.
Oh, that's wonderful.
If you haven't read Geek Love, I highly recommend it. It is an incredible story about Sideshow family. I guess they created their own show. It is fiction, but a lot of it is based on actual history. It's about the father who married the geek, the glommer, the woman who bit the heads off of chickens, but she was so graceful and elegant about it. And they got married, and when she was pregnant, he gave her all kinds of drugs. She consensually took all the drugs. Like, they tried to make human anomaly babies. Like, that was
interesting.
Then that's why he called them all dreamlets, is because they're the dreams made reality, and all of their children are very different. And there's the Aqua Boy, and there's the story is narrated by the main character, whose most unusual thing about her is she was albino and bald, and so she was the biggest disappointment in the family. And it's a beautiful story. It's an incredible story about how people perceive the different and how they find the things beautiful, and what other people think are horrific. Other people are like, this is what I'm going for. This is the art. And it talks a lot about circus life.
I love that.
It's a great story. Geek Love.
What is this called again?
Geek Love. Who wrote it? I can't remember. You say the name, I will instantly remember it. Victorian London Fog clearly knows the story.
I don't know what it says about me that you're describing what sounds like a very well written, like, deep gaze into the human condition. And as soon as you mentioned the main character, all I could think of was, so it's Sideshow Encanto.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. Well, kind of. It's not as there's no happy ending.
Catherine Dunn
I would assume
Catherine Dunn is the author.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just brought it up on
I
just brought it up on the Libby app. Yeah.
It's a quick read, relatively speaking, but it is a hard read at times. Especially if you're going to be doing this show. I highly recommend it.
Yeah.
All right. It is on. I'll have it in 2 weeks, so I'll have it after our
Yeah.
second episode.
There you go.
I'd love to hear
Um,
All right.
Cool. For cross species, half gnomes, Paolo. How do you want us to split the difference for racial abilities?
No. Or other.
Like yeah, or like for instance, like gnome minotaur cross. Is that just like, oh, your abilities are human, but like you're stocky or something?
Yeah, you could do rule wise, you could do human variant, really, and just take that.
Okay.
And with your flavor, with whatever flavor you feel.
So remind me again, are we doing we all show up as human and then become the race, or
Yes.
are we showing up? Okay, cool.
And I mean, like, hilariously, I think if you you were like dressed as your D&D character and then you become your D&D character. Like, I came to the fair dressed as my D&D character, which happens all the time. And then you're like, and then you're like, yeah, I was gonna be my D&D character and hope I was gonna get a job. And then
Well, I can see it going, and then I put like green makeup on my face, like really fast.
I add horns. I'm like,
wait,
I'm
the
gonna
horns are stuck on
basically
my
be a
head, they're
green
real.
gnome. I'm gonna be a green gnome, I think.
All right. Well, we're yeah.
oh, I this was a question more I don't know if this is towards Arthur or towards you, actually. I was going to say, because Arthur, if you're leading towards the juggler who doesn't know he's bad with the clueless rich guy who would do it all for free, what do you think then if I go College of Finesse and then I'm like, okay, I'm going to do the flashy skills of like with the whip and the gun? My only worry though is that would lead potentially into becoming a little bit too much, especially like if crossbow or something is involved, Paolo, of being too much of Augustus.
Like, that's a bad thing.
I mean,
so
the finesse rules, you'll look at it, and it's very specific. Like you learn how to do one specific shot, especially at a low level. So you're like, it's got to be the exact distance. It's got to be, it's a very precise thing, but you can practically hit it every time. As far as like the finesse shot itself. So, I mean, I think it would be adorable if you brought back the crossbow into a brought it into a different flavor. That'd be hilarious. I love it.
All right.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, I think we have some great ideas going, and
Very cool.
and everyone who's watching tonight, you'll see next week as we bring it to life. I do want to mention that you can jump ahead of the game and get this very book right here from Barely Balanced Shop. There you go, barelybalanced.com/shop, and you can get it and read it ahead of the time, and then bam, you'll know what's going on before the players ever do.
Unless we also go buy it.
You are not allowed to go buy that. Listen, if I can go 40 years, okay, I still have a copy of Keep on the Borderlands, Basic Dungeons and Dragons, that I have not read. Why? Because we never finished it, and one day we'll get back to it. And my second level elf will someday get to third goddamn level. I think I have 3 copies of it now because people have given me.
Stop trying to make Borderlands happen, Paolo. It's not going to happen.
It's not going to happen.
It's gonna happen. One day we'll get back to that game. I'll get a time machine. I don't know.
One day we'll get back to it. They are the famous last words.
Yeah. My favorite D&D campaign involved Paolo, but you weren't it wasn't D&D, it was Pathfinder. We were playing with Tommy Z.
Right.
So Gloom Master, for those of you who watched the old Wednesday night show of Gothic Horror Gaming, he was running Pathfinder, and it was you, me, TJ, and Melissa, and it was an amazing game. That was an
Yeah.
amazing game.
It was a goblin. It was so. It's good. Good times.
It was so great.
Let me see. What else? Oh, just there's a couple things I want to mention. Dragonfire Tavern, which is July 11th in, of all places, Richmond, Virginia.
Yeah, I saw the. Tell me more about
Yeah.
this.
What is it? Boom! It is a it's a interactive live action dance party plus role play experience. You can get as role play as you want, or you can just come dance and have a good time. So dress up, have a great time. It's a fantasy tavern. So there are people to meet and quests to follow, and maybe there's a dragon at the end to fight. Or you can just party. Up to you. Get as immersed as you want. It's a thing we're working on. We're working with RVA After Dark, which puts on a lot of dance parties and things like that all over Richmond. And we wanted to all team up. It's kind of we all met and we're like, hey, you know about this stuff. You know about this stuff. And I was like, I've got actors. I've got people who know how to role play. You throw dance parties. Let's mash it together into one really awesome thing in July. And so we're going to do it. And we're going to have some cool people in there. And so, yeah, that's happening. Also, I just want to let you know, we just found out that, yes, indeed, Jacques and I are going to be doing Gen Con. We are going to do 2 shows on the first day of Gen Con, which is Thursday. Yes. And then he's going to fly back to Washington. I'm going to stay at Gen Con the rest of the weekend. But they just laid out the okay for the shows. So they'll be going up pretty soon. Tickets and all that jazz. Gen Con. Don't miss it. Tons of fun.
When is that?
That's going to be last weekend of. It runs into the last weekend of July and then the first weekend of. Like last days of July into the first weekend of August.
Cool.
Is Gen Con. So, yeah. So, all right, my friends.
All right.
Anything else happening in the worlds out there?
Happy Easter for all who celebrate this coming weekend.
That's right.
Yeah,
Coming
that's
up.
right.
Yeah, happy Holy Week. Yeah.
I will say we're doing Mab Labs this Thursday.
Yeah.
And one of the things that we've been working on in Mab Labs is making the giant cranky booth. Well, the giant cranky booth is just about ready for decoration.
Nice.
Yeah.
So it's ready to rumble. So you can tune in on Thursday. It is 8 p.m. Eastern here on Nat21 Adventures.
Speaking of shows here on Nat21 Adventures, Tuesday morning, 10 a.m. Eastern. Join me for Writing Sonnets with Shakespeare. It's a collaborative writer's room where we write a brand new sonnet together each and every single week. And it is a lot of silly fun. Today, we wrote an ode to bird feeders, which was in the form of a letter to the squirrels, telling them to kindly fuck off.
Love it.
Yeah.
All right, my friend.
That's
Arthur, you're doing the Disneyland thing. Anything else?
Doing the only other thing, the weird moonlighting thing that I've somehow fallen into. I started doing a bunch of started narrating audiobooks just before the pandemic.
Right.
And which became a very useful during the pandemic. But through a strange twist of fate, the niche that I have found myself doing the most is Jane Austen fanfic, which there is a huge thing for, apparently. And in retrospect, of course there is. But
You are such
so
a
I'm
Mr.
working on-
Darnley.
So I'm working on one of those right now. But it's so if anyone is interested in that, if you could just go to like Audible and just search for Arthur Rowan, and you can find some of the nice thing about doing Jane Austen fanfic, unlike a lot of the other stuff that I've done, is you don't write fanfic for Jane Austen unless you have a pretty solid command of the English language.
Right.
So there's a guaranteed baseline level of quality that you don't always get with other stuff.
Oh, I'm gonna start.
Let me tell you a story. In fact, I'm not even going to use my hands to write this.
So,
I'm actually just going to sit. I'm just going to sit this one out.
all right, my friends. Thanks so much
All
for
right.
joining us here
Good seeing you all
on
again.
Nat21 Adventures. We're going to start our adventure next week, and we're going to run until these bards win the Ren Fair. So
We can win the fair.
We can now.
you can now. So, my friends, we'll see you all next week. Enjoy the rest of your week, and we'll see you all again. Let's see. Oh, yeah, we got an outro. Some of the outro may be out of date, but it's the one we got. So that's what we're rolling with. Good night, everybody.